Get ready. We're about to fact check some fact checkers. What is up, everybody? Republican here, and today we're going to be talking about fact checkers, and basically we're going to be going through what fact checkers say about the current election, and I'm going to be disproving them. But before we start the video, I'm just going to explain to you what fact checkers is and my history with fact checkers. Fact checkers, I never really knew much about fact checkers up until a few weeks ago when one of my Instagram posts got fact checked, and fact checking is weird. I don't like fact checkers that much. I don't think that they're very productive. They don't really fact check much, and when they do fact check, it's usually only one side of the fact check, usually the conservative, godly worldview that they fact check. You won't see them fact check a Democrat's post if you want any evidence of that. Look at Joe Biden when he said that no one would have died if Donald Trump did his job from COVID. Joe Biden says that no one would have died if Trump did his job, and they didn't fact check that. But when we have recorded footage and other evidence of voter irregularity, we have footage of machine switching votes, they decide, no, that is wrong, you're wrong, fact check. So I'm going to read the article. It's on USA Today. I'm going to put it in the link in the description below if you want to go there. In the description, there's going to be a little link. Click it, and you can read the article yourself. A national coalition. This is one of the paragraphs. This is not the whole article. A national coalition announced Thursday that there is no evidence that any voting software deleted or changed any votes in the last election. So after reading that, I'm going to show you this clip real quick.
No.
How would that happen?
I don't know, it's in the machine.
It is not letting me vote for who I want to vote for.
Fact checked. You just got fact checked when you're saying that there's no evidence that machines switch votes or change votes. Now we're going to read the next paragraph real quick. In fact, the security group, which includes the Department of Homeland Security, describes the election as the most secure election in American history. Sure. This is a very secure election. Now, I disagree with this, and here's why. Okay? There's so much stuff that is messing with the election where it is at the point where I disagree and I cannot agree that this election is very secure. I mean, we literally let people mail in vote. We let everybody mail in vote. Donald Trump said that this was going to screw up the election process. This year, you had no ID. You did not need an ID to vote. If I wanted to walk in, me 17 years old, if I wanted to walk in and vote, I could have voted. I didn't because I'm not a scumbag, but I could have. 61 boxes were dropped off overnight, randomly, with just no-name, empty, mail-in ballots, all for Biden. The voter places in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania boarded up their windows so people who were on the outside watching them count votes could not watch the people count votes anymore. In the voting places, the poll watchers were forced to stand 25 to 150 feet away from people counting votes. And then also, no conservatives were allowed to poll watch at all in the state of Pennsylvania. So, all these things added up. And you're telling me this is the most secure election in history, where we have all of this crap that proves otherwise? I don't think so, dude. You can't trick me. I'm not dumb. You might be able to trick other people, but you can't fool me. You ain't fooling me. And also, he says that this is the most secure election in history, when a lot of these places are using the electronic machines to count votes, and they're not very reliable, and they're pretty easy to hack, according to Andrew Appel. He's a computer scientist, and we're gonna play the clip. We're gonna play multiple clips of how easy it is to hack a voting machine.
He says it could happen by simply swapping the machine's computer chip for his own.
And I'll just have to replace this one ROM chip with a fraudulent computer program.
He was able to change the votes the machine counted.
I figured out how to make a slightly different computer program that just before the close of the polls, it shifts some votes around from one candidate to another. And I wrote that computer program onto a memory chip like this. And now to hack a voting machine, you have to get 7 minutes alone with it with a screwdriver.
American citizen who cares deeply about protecting our democracy. My research is in software verification, computer security, technology policy, and election machinery. As I will explain, I strongly recommend that, at a minimum, the Congress seek to ensure the elimination of direct recording electronic voting machines, sometimes called touchscreen machines. Installing new software in a voting machine is not really much different from installing new software in any other kind of computer. Installing new software is how you hack a voting machine to cheat. In 2009, in the courtroom of the Superior Court of New Jersey, I demonstrated how to hack a voting machine. I wrote a vote-stealing computer program that shifts votes from one candidate to another. Installing that vote-stealing program in a voting machine takes 7 minutes per machine with a screwdriver. Really, the software I built was not rocket science. Any computer programmer could write the same code. Once it's installed, it could steal elections without detection for years to come. Voting machines are often delivered to polling places several days before the election, to elementary schools, churches, firehouses. In these locations, anyone could gain access to a voting machine for 10 minutes. Between elections, the machines are routinely opened up for maintenance by county employees or private contractors. Let's assume they have the utmost integrity. But still, in the U.S., we try to run our elections so that we can trust the election results without relying on any one individual. Other computer scientists have demonstrated similar hacks on many models of machine. This is not just one glitch in one manufacturer's machine. It's the very nature of computers.
Them and see what we can find out as far as exploitation vectors. So I've only had access to this for a few minutes, I mean literally a few minutes, and I can already see the threat landscape of this machine. I have a DB9 port here. I see the chip for the operating system is not glued in. Pretty carefully I can pull that out. Now what that's going to allow me to do is to leave the machine behind, and I'm going to take this chip and put it inside of my reader-writer and start looking at what's installed on it and what the OS has for exploitation potential. Another thing that's disconcerting to me with this is that this is the smart card, and on the back side of this I can see that the communications cable is not secured either. And that would allow for someone to put a shim in here. If someone wanted to install a defeat device, they could put it right here and then plug it back in so the smart card would function as normal, but it would change information as it goes in.
And concluding, the last part of the article, this is right after the part that we just read, the part where it says the most secure election in American history, states, there is no evidence that any voting system deleted or lost votes, changed votes, or was anyways compromised, the coalition concluded. Now, I put videos up there. The Republican Party of Arizona is bringing up a lawsuit because there is evidence of voter fraud there, the machine switching votes and all that. The people who were poll watching and the people who were counting the votes said that the machines were switching votes. There are multiple reports of the machine switching their votes. There's recorded footage of the machine switching their votes, which I just played for you earlier. So I don't know how you can sit here and tell me that there's no evidence. I mean, you might be able to fool a Democrat. I mean, I could tell a Democrat, hey, there's a purple cat behind you. I'm pretty sure they'll be like, where? I'm telling you right now. You might be able to fool a Democrat, but you can't fool me. All right? You can't fool me. Anyways, I wanted to inform you. I'm not a big fan of fact checkers. And I just wanted to make this video to just take facts, or the fact checker facts, and actually tell you what's going on. Anyways, hope you video, guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe for more. I'm out. Peace. See you guys later. Fox News sucks.
Hey, Donald Trump is your president, if you like it or not.